Reykjavik is the largest town in Iceland, and it's where the majority of the population lives. So many visitors use Reykjavik as their home base, and they do day excursions from town. But if you're doing the ring road, you may spend a day here before and after you finish, and that's exactly what we did. So we spent the majority of our time just walking around town and exploring the good foods and drinks that Reykjavik has to offer. After 13 long days on the Ring Road and the West Fjords, we finally head back to Reykjavik for one day before we fly back home. If you haven't checked out our other videos, we have one for each day on the Ring Road, so the last one in the Golden Circle is linked here. Okay, so we're in Reykjavik. We are about to go to the hotel, and here's one of the historic things of Reykjavik. It looks like a Viking ship, but made of metal. Super cool. And in the distance there, you can actually see the orchestra hall. There it is. Beautiful. Now we're turning. It's just amazing. Look at these high sky rises now. So in Reykjavik, we stayed at Hotel Frón. It was a pretty good hotel, but the best thing about it was its location. It has great walking accessibility to everywhere that you might want to explore. And the worst thing about it is that you have to park on the street, so you have to just be careful of the specific zones within the city and to always pay for parking. Okay, we made it to Reykjavik. Now we're trying to get food. What is on this happy hour indeed? What is this?
This is Lebowski, babe.
This is what's on their happy hour. Okay.
17? So cool, dude.
We can go to the pub quiz at 9 p.m.
You want to come here?
Yeah. And it's a good movie?
It's
Yeah,
amazing.
I'm guessing it is because you're like, oh my god. And they made a bar out of
But
him.
they made a bar out of that. Yeah.
Tacos and bar. They have a lot of happy hour.
Quickly happy.
Huh?
Happiness.
Yeah. This one was like a highly rated bar too. No, this one. Einstock. No, happy hour to 7 and happy cocktail hour to 11. So for dinner, we decided to go to Reykjavik Street Food, which was fairly affordable but just okay. We decided to just share the fish and chips and try to find something else that we wanted to eat. I would say that if you're looking to save money, this could be a great spot, but if you're willing to spend just a little bit more, maybe check out somewhere else. After dinner, we explored town a little bit more before having to move our car. So the one thing in Reykjavik you need to be careful of is the different zones of parking. So overnight, you can park in certain areas that are designated as P2, and this will not give you a time restriction. But for many places in the center of town, there is a time limitation, and also it is more expensive to park. We decided to park at the church after we were looking at the different zones on the Parka app, and this was designated as P2. We did have to pay until I think about 9 p.m. and I'm not sure if there was a flat fee for overnight parking, but it gave us at least the option. We parked there until about 11 a.m. the next day, but we did have to pay for 2 hours starting at 9 a.m. So the church is definitely one of the prettiest things to see in the city, and it was inspired by Svartifoss out in the south coast. One of the most magical things you can experience in Reykjavik is hearing the bells chime from the church, which happens every 15 minutes from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m.
Oh, that's what they came.
Okay, now we're walking down the main street. Now I'm cold. So now we're gonna try to go to Vidar. Vedr. So after the church, we walked down one of Reykjavik's most famous photogenic streets. It's a colorful street that leads all the way into downtown, and it has a bunch of boutiques, cafes, and street art. We actually walked here in the daytime as well the next morning, so you can actually see the difference at night and then in the daytime when you can really admire all of the really modern architecture that Reykjavik has to offer.
Cool.
Oh, wait, cool? That was on the...
Kitchen bar. That's fancy.
That was on the coupon thing. And it's a really good place to even just walk around if you're traveling by yourself. So we never felt unsafe anywhere we went in Iceland, and Reykjavik is completely safe. The one thing we did read, like I've kind of warned on my previous videos, is that pickpocketing and theft is a little bit more common nowadays, especially with all the high tourism that Iceland does get. So just even if you're walking at night, just make sure to be careful and then just to keep your belongings close. But Reykjavik is super safe in general. Yeah. So this
I
is
don't do one. Older.
Gale.
Even younger.
Yeah, maybe something a little more casual. The vibe at Vedder.
Because I was going there anyway.
So after dinner, we decided to check out 2 different bars. The first one was Vedder, which is weather in Icelandic. This bar was more for locals and it was a much chiller and quieter vibe. Super cool if you're into kind of that speakeasy, darker vibe, and definitely worth checking out. The second one, which we decided to go to before, was the Lebowski bar. So this place specializes in milkshakes, white Russians, and has a great selection of foods. It is very touristy and super loud, so come here if you want like the tourist experience or if you're a fan of the movies. I would say we enjoyed both of them, but in different ways. Oh my gosh, it's the cats of Reykjavik. Hi. Hi, baby. Are you? Can I pay you? The next morning, we did have breakfast at our hotel, which was not that good, so save your stomach for something else. And we decided to go to the hot dog stand that we saw on our first day and didn't get a chance to check out, as well as the bakery that we absolutely loved. So we actually went here the first day and we had to come back. So our first stop was to check out the hot dog stand. Oh, this is the really nice hotel. Yeah, everyone says like it's like really nice too. Dude, that coffee was $10. It's like for a pumpkin latte.
Here? Yeah.
And then we're gonna make a left here. And we're basically gonna go up this same street that we were supposed to. It's a much more quiet street. There's a lot of bars. They can't fix the weather, but we can fix a drink. So this must be the artist area. Look at this cute house. Look at this cute little building. Now we're getting on the main street. Oh, this must be the Flybus pick-me-up station. Kastrup restaurant. We turned on the street on the first day. Go. Maybe I should buy some clothes
Hey,
here.
look, your favorite store. Cost.
It looks pretty nice, actually. Oh, that's a good question. This is a hot dog stand.
Is it?
Yeah. Dude, this was a line like here when we passed by it on the weekend.
Oh.
It's pretty good. The sauce is pretty good.
Does it taste like mustard? She said mustard. I don't know.
It's like a light mustard. Like, it doesn't taste like American mustard. And we have the crispy onions too.
Oh, really?
It's pretty good. Once you get in more, it's pretty good.
And no lines.
I would recommend actually going right when they open at 11 a.m. Otherwise, you're gonna have to wait a long time. I'd like this more than Hector did, and it was really cheap for what you got, but I'd say that if you had to wait here more than 20 minutes in the line, it is not worth it. So just make sure to come here on a weekday when it first opens rather than later in the day or at night. Actually, on our first day in Reykjavik, which I have linked here, if you wanted to check that out, you can actually see as we drive by how long the line is. After that, it was another 5 to 10 minute walk to the Bakery, which is so good. So they specialize in different kinds of donuts, but they also serve little sandwiches and coffee as well. And we recommend getting the creme brulee donut, which it is kind of on the sweeter side, but it's something super unique to this place and really good. When I saw this when we first came, I thought it was a coffee shop.
Oh, look. Banh mi.
Oh, that's a coffee place we walked by. Remember sushi?
Banh
We walked on the bottom.
Banh mi.
Banh mi. They probably have Viet iced coffee.
Oh, God.
We're back.
Alberto?
Okay, now we're walking on Rainbow Street. If you're doing the ring road, one of the things you can actually do is take a picture at all of the rainbow streets across Iceland. So in all of the major cities, there is a rainbow street almost, and so just look for these to capture a really cute memory. Yeah. Michi. This is where we parked before. Or wow, babe, look, it's a ring that's a bowl. How do you wear that?
What happened to your watch ring?
Going into the local design. Right here, we're getting postcards. Okay, so we'll get these. He's an orange kitty.
Ring, I think.
Yeah, he's purring. Okay, there's cute postcards and a cute kitty inside that store. The street art of Reykjavik. Oh, look at that. Aww. He's sleepy. Okay, we saw 3 Icelandic kitties. So you're gonna go inside the church?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going inside the church. And if you are visiting the church, something to know is that you can go into the main hall and that's free without any waiting. But if you do want to go up to the top, you're going to have to pay 1,200 ISK, which is about $8.50. And this will give you a really good view of the city itself, but it's going to be a long line. So I think when we went around 11 o'clock, it was about 20 to 30 people. So unfortunately, we didn't have the time to wait. So if you did want to do this, I would recommend going before about 10 a.m. before the lines get pretty crowded. But it was really beautiful inside the church. So if you are short on time and still want to visit, make sure to go inside. And the church was officially our final last stop in Reykjavik. Kind of. We drove back to the airport, but we stopped at the Bónus on the way to the airport just to pick up some last minute snacks. So if you are coming with a car, we'd recommend actually stopping here on the way to Reykjavik. And here were some of our favorite photos from our trip. In just 13 days, we traveled over 1,300 miles or over 2,000 kilometers around the Ring Road and West Fjords. And that's it. So that wraps up our 14 days on the Ring Road. If you haven't checked out our other videos and you are planning your Iceland trip, make sure to check that out and it's linked in the description below. We flew back this day to head to Boston and we loved our trip to Iceland and we cannot wait to get back. So if you are thinking about a trip, if you are planning your trip, you're gonna have so much fun. So if you enjoyed this video, if you enjoyed this series, make sure to like and subscribe. Take care.